Let's go Monsters. The Monsters take on the Iowa Wild tonight at the Q at 7 o'clock. In their last game, the Blue Jackets defeated the Edmonton Oilers by a score of 3-1. The Blue Jackets have been very surprising to me this season, but it's hurt the Monsters a little bit because the Monsters won the Calder Cup against swept the Hershey Bears last season to win the Calder Cup. A lot of guys from that team have gone up and down, up and down. So that's affected the Monsters. I think they can get it together, but it's no guarantee. But I'm so proud of them for winning the Calder Cup last season. Anyways, here's how it went down. The scoring started off with Tyler Pitlick to give the Edmonton Oilers a 1-0 lead. Next came Simone Gagne in the second period on a power play goal to tie the game at 1. Then Cam Atkinson scored his 11th goal of the season to give the Blue Jackets a 2-1 lead. And then Matt Calvert put one in to give the Blue Jackets a 3-1 lead. Tonight, the Blue Jackets play the Calgary Flames. I'll try to make a pregame video for that. No guarantee that I will. Blue Jackets have, as I said, the Blue Jackets have been a very surprising team right now. They're 18-5-4. 18-5-4. Let's check the standings in their division. The Blue Jackets are in 4th place in the division, behind the Pittsburgh Penguins, the New York Rangers, and the Philadelphia Flyers. That's, like I said, that's very surprising to me. Just because it seemed like this really sort of came out of nowhere. Because the Blue Jackets weren't terrific last season. I don't remember their record off the top of my head, but I don't think it was that great. But and do I think they could win the Stanley Cup? Probably not. Could they potentially sneak into the playoffs? Perhaps. Perhaps. I might be speaking too soon as well. I might be. I don't know. Could this all be partially because of the success of the Monsters so far? Perhaps. As I said, the Monsters play at the Q tonight at 7. I think that game might be going on right now. Let me check. What time is the Cleveland Monsters game? Yeah, it started already. I don't know what the score is. AHL app. Give me 1 minute. See, I got my AHL app right here, and I'm checking the score of the Monsters game. It is currently 0-0 between the Monsters and Iowa Wild. The Iowa Wild are the AHL affiliate of the Minnesota Wild, obviously, since they're called the Iowa Wild. The Monsters recently just changed their name to the Cleveland Monsters. That was last season. When they won the Calder Cup, they were still called the Cleveland Monsters. Getting back to the Blue Jackets. Although the Blue Jackets and Monsters are very much connected. But the Blue Jackets have been playing very well. They're getting goals from a lot of guys, such as Cam Atkinson, David Savard, Simone Gagne, Matt Calvert, Zach Werenski, Josh Anderson. All of these guys it's all coming together now. Like I said, do I think they can win a Stanley Cup this season? Not yet. They might be, I think they are a little bit ahead of schedule. So, could this be a 1-year thing and then next season they go back to not being that great of a team? Perhaps. Don't know. As you can tell, I don't know a ton about hockey. I am trying to learn more, you guys. I really am. So, Edmonton, I think, is in good shape. They have Connor McDavid, who they drafted #1 overall in 2015 from the Erie Otters. No, sorry, London Knights. It it might be Erie Otters. Correct me if I'm wrong. But I think they're in good shape. And then this draft, most recent draft, has been pretty good. Austin Matthews has been doing well. A couple of the other guys have not even played in the NHL yet. That's because they were drafted, I believe, out of high school and then went on to college. Like the Blue Jackets, like the guy the Blue Jackets picked third overall, Pierre-Luc Dubois. I believe he's in college still. Let me check. Give me a couple minutes with Google. Slowly but surely. He's a Canadian ice hockey player. He is currently playing with the Blainville Boys Brand Armada of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League as a prospect of the Columbus Blue Jackets in the National Hockey League. Yeah, so I expect the Blue Jackets to keep doing well, maybe have a couple hiccups. Tonight they'll look to get revenge on the Calgary Flames, who beat them 2-0. So I guess this is a mixture of both a post-game show from Edmonton and a preview show for Vancouver. Or, sorry, Calgary. As I said, Calgary took the first game in Columbus 2-0. That was also the second game preview. So, Blue Jackets will be looking to get some revenge at the Saddledome. After tonight's game, the Blue Jackets will head over to Vancouver to take on the Canucks at Rogers Arena. So they went from Rogers Place to the Saddledome and then to Rogers Arena. I don't remember their schedule after that. But I will hopefully be able to make a Canucks preview show mixed with a Flames postgame show tomorrow. And coming up, you will get. Never mind. This is in. This is Wine and Gold Unger signing off.